This is a view from Moteka homestay, where we are for one night and then come back here after doing the Abel Tasman walk. Hosts, really lovely. They said just make yourselves at home, sit down, make a cup of tea, and it's so we're going to enjoy ourselves on the terrace, and that's our room.
And that's our sitting room, and there's a lily, there's fish in the pond.
And a very nice garden.
A lovely garden. Yes, I said to her you would get large birds because one came and it was the hawk. I'll talk to you later, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a real... Couldn't have sheep in the back garden, could you?
No.
Look, one's coming down, little one there's coming down to trying to see if he's going to have a drink. Very, very gently. Not sure, don't want to get in the water.
Okay, this is where we started our 2.5 day walk. We're going into the office and getting day packs and making sure that everything was covered.
Yeah, when we get there.
Everybody busy grabbing their food and changing.
So we don't need any dry clothes.
Right, here we are at the start of the first day's walk. All in our waterproofs. Waiting where the track starts, right there. It's extremely well developed track. So shouldn't be too much of a problem.
You got everyone?
Today we're not going to probably spend too much time on it, but we're out there, we're just supposed to try and get the dogs.
Okay, the Abel Tasman wasn't very kind to us. That's Margaret, about double her weight, the additional weight being water. Okay, bye! You carry on, I'll catch you up. This is the approach to Torrance Bay, which should have been absolutely gorgeous. In fact, one option was to wade across there at low tide. But we've come round the high road because, as you can hear and see, it's the most rainy day we could possibly have. This is what it's been like most of the day. We're looking forward to getting to Torrance Bay Lodge and having a shower. I'm just going to get Margaret's camera out because she's found a very good view. It's a pity to waste, and the rain has diminished somewhat. Right. This is the beautiful view that we should have enjoyed from our balcony if there'd been a little less rain yesterday. This is Torrance Bay Lodge, and we were extremely pleased to arrive here yesterday evening. There's our luggage ready to be taken by boat to tonight's refuge lodge. It's just a group of people that's going to do some kayaking for the first stage today.
Peter's just said Roger had this camera, and
Yeah.
he had it in the open all day and it dried out. Yeah. Not usually. But I thought
Kayakers are still preparing. The walkers have started.
Yeah. So it's kind of small here. Now, so behind that, around that point there, it comes in, and that's Anchorage Bay, which starts, and so there's this little kind of hill that you just pop over really, it takes 2 minutes.
Oh, right.
So if it was low tide, we would have come by Anchorage Beach. Right. Over the top there.
That's the Balboo.
These are my lightweight ones, but that would be through, wouldn't it?
I don't really like walking along the road somewhere.
Partner. That's the Balboo, that one.
That's a tomtit.
Gee, it's looking very moody today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Abel Tasman Radio Mobile and Eka, do you copy? Kia ora. Yeah, just wondering if you could ring Meadowbank to let them know that 3 of our guests are going to be arriving on the beach. Beverly, Mike and Anne.
That looks like our canoeists. Yes, they're tandem canoes.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see what happens, eh?
You pick up. Last thing you want is up for.
It's Neville Shute said an engineer is somebody who can do for 10 bob what any fool can do for £1.
Yeah. You won't get many engineers for 10 bob these days.
No, that's sure. There's the kayakers again at Sandfly Bay.
Looks like the weather's moving across there. I'm a bit worried about boat transfers. There's already swell picking up there.
Right, there's the sea shuttle, which transports people and our overnight kit. Just commenced the tidal crossing. Well, don't go too fast though. It's extremely well signed, this path. You really have confidence that you wouldn't get lost. This is a luncheon beach, and the kayakers have arrived quite some time ago. In fact, I think Margaret and I are going to be the last. That's because we're slower up hills. But we're also probably the oldest members of the party, so no shame in that. Yeah.
Might actually walking along, even along beaches, you know.
Yeah.
to book a taxi ride up to
Yeah.
a bay on a nice day.
Yes,
and then
yeah,
picnic
yeah,
with them.
yeah. This is how they take the kayaks back to Torrent Bay after kayaking morning. So anyone who wants to go on now, and all of our Wilson's party do, have got to either walk or take a bigger taxi. Didn't know to tell you what that island is called. Now we go back into a bit of forest, which is full of these wonderful tree ferns. Obviously there was a bit of a landslip yesterday. Glad we weren't coming along here then. Let's flatten that.
They were, rather left alone. And tonight, we will give you a bit of a history discourse, if you like, telling you a bit about the area and Wilson family and how that is connected with the history of the place and so on. So you get an idea how difficult it was actually to survive here and to make a living. I mean, if you don't have a living, you just bring your kids to play or like, only about 2 times a month. It was in the way that you had the low tide in the morning as well in the evening. There was no custom to stay overnight somewhere. So the melting was 1 kilometer apart.
We've nearly reached the lodge at the end of the second day in Abel Tasman. There's a rather brown creek there. But I'm not hurrying today, unlike yesterday, to finish the walk. It's been gorgeous. Nearly there. The weary traveller plods her weary way. After our long walk, a welcome cup of tea on the veranda with some view.
Christchurch when we arrived, all the money go out, and our overnight in Hong Kong and home. So we get that sort
Well, that's a route you take from England.
Well,
you
we
came from
out
England,
with
I assume, yeah?
UK, London, Heathrow,
Yeah.
dropped down in LA because we tried New Zealand Airlines.
Well, we had to do a wet landing at the other end of our short trip across the bay. Then we all put shoes back on again.
I don't know your find out, but I would have thought.
I'm not afraid though, isn't it? then you want to make sure that everyone's fed and I think
It was basically a bird paradise, and birds were mainly responsible for distributing the seeds, in the country. So these guys, because they eat so much, you can imagine, they're doing a great job. So the beach, it's the same family than the Northern Hemisphere beach, with the only difference. They call the koru, an unfolding fern front, and it stands for new life, new opportunities, new experience, everything, and it is.
For people who have insomnia.
Track continues up there, clearly marked.
For all sorts of reasons, or purposes, they made ropes and fishing nets, but it would not survive very long in salty water, so that's why they were running quite a few beach bark crushing mills here along the coastline. You know the clove, allspice, you don't know all of them, but you know eucalyptus.
Yes.
The entire range of eucalyptus trees. The tea tree, Melaleuca artifolia, the Australian one. The
This is a recently formed. Oh,
I don't think it was a person, I think it's an activity.
oh right.
Big time.
We just arrived on the boat by the bigger taxi, and it was an exciting boarding and almost as exciting getting on here. Apparently the master plan is that this is the reason why overnight packs got rather wet, because they're towed along behind. The master plan is we're going to proceed soon, and then the rest of the party catches up in a taxi, water taxi. We're now reunited with the rest of our Wilson's party. Come all the way in ISIS. Even when we got back to the port, still had to be shuttled across. It's just sea shuttle. Just can't get that any further in. It's not sea shuttle, it's Vista, the Wilson's boat over there that we just come back on. Can't get any further in than that on a day like this. And that's another way of getting ashore. This is the approach to Queen Charlotte Sound, and we are fairly sure that we must have driven this way rather earlier in the morning at the end of '99 in order to catch the Inter-Island ferry. Well, second day in Picton looks like being considerably better, at least warmer and sunnier than the first. Well, tomorrow we'll be handing over the first car, going on that as foot passengers, and down the Sound and over the Cook Strait.